Welcome to Living Life Recovery Starters. Today's discussion starter is titled, Living for God. Romans 14 verse 7 says, "We don't live for ourselves alone. And we don't die all by ourselves." The most important relationship in our recovery is our relationship with God. Everything we are going through is to bring us to the point of service to Him and others. Here is Archie to share with us some of his experience of God helping him to clean up his life.
Welcome to today's discussion starter. Romans 17 verse 9 says, "None of us are permitted to insist on our own way in these matters. It is God we are answerable to, all the way from life to death and everything in between, not each other." That's why Jesus lived and died and then lived again, so that He could be our master across the entire range of our lives and our death, and free us from the petty tyrannies of each other. Today's discussion starter says the most important relationship in our recovery is our relationship with God. Everything we are going through is to bring us to the point of service to Him and to others. God rescued me in my life from a fate worse than death. He helped me to clean up my life and continues to help me day by day as I walk with Him on the road to spiritual recovery. Everything I say, everything I do is seen by Him. And I try to live my life at all times in a manner that brings glory to Him. None of us arrived in recovery because we wanted to do. We arrived in recovery because God led us here. Every day we need to remember and do the best to live our lives in ways that won't embarrass or offend God. Through these discussion starters, I want to share some of my life walking in recovery. For those who don't know, the discussion starters were written by me 8 or 9 years ago when I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. And I had time in my hands. And God led me to write them because I believe in recovery. All of us just need a place to start. We've spent most of our lives doing things that we didn't want to do, to try and fit in with people that we didn't really belong with. And I encourage you, as we walk this road to recovery together, to take time to understand that none of us are on our own. It says in Romans 14:7, we don't live for ourselves and we don't die by ourselves. God is with us and He wants to walk with us through the road to recovery. I know He has in my life for over 30 years. He has been there, leading me and pointing me in the right direction. And every day I thank Him for the opportunity to walk the road of recovery with Him. Thank you for listening to this podcast. I pray that God will use it to help you. And my prayer today is that God will help me today and help you today, not to do anything as we walk the road of recovery to embarrass Him or offend Him, but to live lives where other people will see us and through our example want to join us as we walk the road together. Thank you for listening. I look forward to talking to you next time on Living Life Recovery.